Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Thank you for stopping by. I was just looking at this old book, Classic Songs, edited by Matthew Barton, with an introduction by B.J. Thomas. Looked on the front page, and it was signed to Mary, B.J. Thomas. I like B.J. Thomas. I think it's cool. He autographed this. I love the song. Raindrops keep falling on my head, and I love that this is about different songs, because songs, there are no time machines, but songs have a way of taking you back in time. And I'll just show you one song in here. There's a lot of good ones, but I got it marked with this. Today is Saturday, so for my shout out Saturday, I'd like to shout out Dave at Vintage Dave T, who has a YouTube channel. Y'all go check him out, watch his videos, like his videos, give him a subscription. Great channel. If you like vintage old cards. And Dave sent me this. Thank you so much, Dave. I love how it says catcher's interference, shows a catcher, shows Dave. This is like a 1951 card, so it's pretty cool. Got the vintage look, cool back, like the vintage. I guess I got it upside down there. But as you can see, Dave is a Seattle Mariners fan, who are currently ahead of my Houston Astros. So got to do something about that, Dave. But thank you, Dave. I appreciate the card. That was super nice of you to send it out. And yeah, everybody go check out Dave. But on this page that Dave had marked is a song you may have heard of that takes me back in time when I hear it. I love lyrics. I love these lyrics. Take Me Out to the Ball Game by Jack Norworth. See if they sound familiar to you. Katie Casey was baseball mad, had the fever and had it bad. Just to root for the hometown crew. Every Sue Katie Blue on a Saturday, her young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said, "No, I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game." And if you're like me, you probably just know the chorus, but I love, like Paul Harvey used to say, the rest of the story. There's more lyrics than just the chorus. Even though we've probably heard Harry Carey sing the chorus many times, I used to watch a lot of WGN, a lot of Chicago Cubs baseball back in the day, and all the memories of Harry singing this. But the rest of the story, Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names. Told the umpire he was wrong. How many people do that? Poor umpires. Told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Chorus, everybody sing. I'm not going to sing. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. That's memories right there. I think B.J. Thomas talked about that. The book said, at the beginning, with an introduction by B.J. Thomas. And he wrote a few pages of introduction. There's introduction, introduction. So he wrote a long introduction, several pages. But I'll just read the last paragraph that he closes out with. BJ says, as you look at this book, you may not immediately remember all the melodies of these tunes, but once you hear it again or remember, the song will take you back. That's what I've been thinking about. Take you back to a time or a place in your life, or more often than not, to a great old memory. I've traveled all over the world playing music, and it is good American music that people everywhere love. Maybe you can identify with how these classic songs have touched my life and influenced my career. I hope that as you peruse them, you will let the music lead you to your own fond memories. B.J. Thomas, I like that. But taking you back, and that song, mentioned Cracker Jacks. So, we'll look at this today. Cracker Jack ball players. This is a reprint set that was put out in 1993. The original, this set only has 24 cards. The original back in 1915 had 176 cards. And this reprint set is smaller than the original version, but in 1993, Cracker Jack celebrated the 100th anniversary issuing this 24 card set. And you could find them in boxes of Cracker Jacks. It was the prize inside. How many of you look forward to what the prize inside was in the bottom of a Cracker Jacks box? There's two things I look forward to in a Cracker Jacks box, and that was finding the peanuts to eat and then finding the prize inside at the bottom of the box. That takes me back thinking about that, but there's 24 cards in this set. Oh, another shout out. I said it was Shout Out Saturday, so shout out to Robert, the commenting collector. Has a great channel, great YouTube channel. Y'all go check him out. Watch some of his videos. Give him likes. Give him a subscription, and I appreciate it in advance. All this red everywhere. Yeah. Dave had red. Robert red, and then these Cracker Jack cards are red in a red book. Red is my favorite color. But there's 24, like I said, 24 cards in this set, and I'll just go over the 24. The first one is Ty Cobb. And I always, I love the history of baseball. So, go back and look up some of these players and maybe learn something about them. I'll just mention maybe one thing of each one. Not all of them. I'll just maybe the first 12 or so. There's 24, but the first half I'll mention something about them. Ty Cobb here was known as the Georgia Peach. He's from Atlanta, the state of Georgia. And in his career, he stole home plate 54 times. Most people don't steal home plate one time. He done it 54 times, which is a Major League Baseball record. Second card in the set, Shoeless Joe Jackson. When you hear that name, you might think about the White Sox scandal. And I can't tell you if Shoeless Joe, he's not in the Hall of Fame. Most of these in this set are in the Hall of Fame, but Shoeless Joe is not. But I can't tell you, if he cheated or not. But what I can tell you is in that World Series that he's known for, is he hit the only home run in the 1919 World Series, which is really cool. So I can tell you that. Up next, Honus Wagner, who is the National League career leader in triples with 252 triples. That's a lot of triples, 252. And, triples is one of the most exciting things about baseball, is watching somebody leg out a triple. And he done it 252 times. The fourth card in the set is Christy Mathewson, who holds the record for career shutouts in the World Series. He had 4 shutouts in the World Series, and 3 of the 4 came in this one season. But 4 shutouts in the World Series is impressive, and a record. The fourth one in the set, the fifth one, is Walter Johnson, who is the Major League Baseball career leader in shutouts with 110. 110 shutouts. That's a record that'll probably never be broken, because right now the active leader in Major League Baseball in career shutouts is, if I remember right, it's I'm drawing a blank now. Clayton Kershaw, who I think he has 15 career shutouts. 15 compared to 110. I think Verlander's second with 9, so that record will probably never be broken. The sixth card in the set is Tris Speaker. Tris Speaker is the Major League Baseball career leader in doubles, 792 doubles. That's a lot of doubles. Grover Cleveland Alexander. He's has a National League record of 90 career shutouts. Another pitcher that threw a lot of shutouts. So nobody will probably ever break the National League record for shutouts, either 90. Eighth card in the set, Knapp, Lajoie, Napoleon. And I guess the thing that really stands out to me about him is in the early 1900s, like I think it was 1903 to 1914, the Cleveland team was named after him. The Major League Baseball Cleveland team was named after him. You know, they're the Cleveland Guardians now, but before they were the Cleveland Guardians, they were the Cleveland Indians. And before they were the Cleveland Indians, they were the Cleveland Napoleons or Naps. So they were named after their player, one of their players for the team. You know, could you imagine today, like in basketball, for the Lakers, the Los Angeles LeBrons, or for the Celtics, the Boston Tatums? You know, you would never think about a team being named after a player, but that's what happened in Cleveland back in the day. Pretty cool. Here's a landscape card of Rube Marquard, who won the first 19 games that he started in 1912. That's a record. Started out the season 19-0. That probably will never be matched. Connie Mack. He has the most wins as a Major League Baseball manager, 3,731. Johnny Evers. I like nicknames, so I guess I'll use him to throw a nickname in. As Johnny Evers was known as the human crab. Can you see the resemblance? And then Branch Rickey, probably most known for this day in baseball history, August the 28th, 1945. Branch Rickey signed Jackie Robinson to a minor league contract. Very historical moment in the history of Major League Baseball. So there's the first 12 cards of the set. And there's the backs of them. I won't read them, but they're cool. You can pause it if you want to read something about the ones that I just talked about. And then the cards number 13 through 24, we have Fred Clark, Harry Hooper, Zach Wheat, Joe Tinker. I like the hairdos. Eddie Collins, Mordecai Three Fingers Brown, Eddie Plank, Rabbit Marionville, John McGraw, Miller Huggins, Ed Walsh, and last but not least, Joe Bush. So I thought these cards were neat. You know, they're reprints, so they're not worth a lot, but I like things that, you know, are educational, that teach, and also that take you back in time. You know, and get to learn about these different guys. You know, if you don't talk about them, then nobody will remember them later on. And I enjoy just reading a little bit about each one of them. But going back in time today, from 2025 back to 1993, when these reprint Cracker Jack cards came out, and then they were originally made back in 1915, like I said, for Cracker Jack's 100th anniversary celebration. But I'd like to thank everybody for watching. And if any mothers watch this, I hope you have a great Mother's Day. So thankful for mothers, what they mean. You know, without mothers, none of us would be here. So thankful for mothers. Happy Mother's Day. And for everybody else, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, a great remainder of a Saturday. God bless you, and I hope to see you again down the road.